landscape, and I personally am in love with the colors.
Okay.
Like blue sky, like blue sea. There's the almond trees, olive trees. It's absolutely gorgeous. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Sicily, Magna Graecia, both? No.
This is my first time.
It's your first time.
Yes, it is.
Have you been to other places in Sicily? It's a very exciting trip, eh? Is this your first time in Sicily? Not enough time, that's my philosophy. Fresh ice cream. Ice cream is very good here. Always fresh. Have you ever had a brioche?
Yes.
Brioche.
Brioche is what I call an ice cream sandwich with bread. But it's not just your ordinary ice cream sandwich. This is usually my lunch because it's massive. Very, very big.
I haven't tried that yet, girls, but I'm sure when you find it, you'll want it.
You love it. There's also a lemon ice, and if you go to Catania, it has like
che poi tu cazzo, ma rendi che mi fosse messo.
Voilà.
Cosa sei
Voilà.
But I can show you where that used to be. Okay, this is another one of my favorite spots. You can see the light blue sky, light blue sea. Pindar was a Greek philosopher, and he said that the city of Akragas was the most beautiful city among the mortals. Who could blame him? If it's beautiful nowadays, try to imagine this area full of water, because there were rivers, and there were forests full of trees. Okay. The water dried up but there is still a small stream over there. Okay, can you see the roundabout?
Yeah.
You see on the left there's the bridge. Under the bridge there are dark green plants.
Yeah.
That's where Ragas was over there between the hill and the street. It used to join together and it used to flow towards the Emporium, the old port of Akragas. That's where they used to export large quantities of oil, grain, water. Can you see the curve over there? In the street, towards the right, you see the ruins with the trees. That's where the old hospital used to be. Yes, that's the temple of Asclepius. So, the hospital and the cemeteries were always held outside the city walls for hygienic purposes. So, who wants to see the plaster? The 2000. Their philosophy was, there was a Greek philosopher who said that the Greeks used to eat as if they were to die tomorrow, and they used to build as if they were never to die. We can see why. See that plaster? It's 2,500 years old. See that, girls? The third step down? It contained white marble powder, and that's why it was very shiny. It's very, very
So they used to get the powder, yeah? The marble powder?
No, from Greece, but it's only a little
All
part,
okay.
right? The blocks came from the local construction areas, right? Okay. Which was always outside the temple. This is where they used to sacrifice animals to thank God for something. So the altar and the entrance of the temple always faced east because that's where the comes up. The sun is the symbol of life and light. It also survives. It's a natural process.
500, Rachel? No, that's only in the Coliseum, Rachel.
Junior temples. Juno temples.
Marata Zeus.
Where?
Well, Hamilton, Ancaster area.
We lived there for 18 years.
Oh, yeah?
In
I love it, it's a small world.
we moved to Ottawa.
Oh, you live in Ottawa now? Okay. Yeah, we live in Ancaster.
Megalithic temples in Malta, 7,000 years old.
Oh, wow.
7,000 before.
Wow. Do you come over here often then, or? Oh, you drive a lot. Okay. So, we can kind of do both. We can do both.
بدك تعمل قصة.
اللي كانوا يشبهوا.
اوف
بس
غير.
سقسوه ما مسقوا
بس
ساسيكو شو؟
لا حسب الشعر.
لا ما مر اللي من هناك مسقسوها تلاقي كل شو.
أزوه متى
Beautiful. That's basically at mostly in summertime, July and August. Many newlyweds come here after Mass and they have their pictures taken not only at the temples but also at the olive trees. And you know what's very beautiful right now is the fact that the sun is shining on the temple. So they turn like a golden color. So this makes a very beautiful picture. Okay, so burned his enemies inside the bronze bowl like this. They say it's a legend because they haven't found the bronze bowl, but that's what they say. They hated him so much they threw stones at him and killed him.
هذا شعوك مش كونشيرتو.
This is a very beautiful picture as well. On the left, you see how there's a stage and lots of chairs. You see the manager organizes special events throughout mostly the summer. There are concerts and documentaries, other special events as well. The day people can vote on the best film. By the end of the week, you can vote on the best film. Yes, it's very nice. Yeah. And you can pick them if you like. They're regularly picked by the workers here, and they make lots of things with them. So they're not in season, obviously.
They're not mature yet.
Definitely not in season. They're green. They're usually picked around because in the first or second week of February, we celebrate the Almond Blossom Festival. Usually, the weather is warm for almond to blossom with berries. guess what they use them for?
To bury people.
That's right, they were tombs. This is an arcosolium, and this represents the arch of life. We have birth at the bottom part of the arch. The best part of life is when we're an adult and everything tends to go downhill towards death. Now, all of the necropolis means cemetery, that we're going to be visiting today have nothing to do with the Greeks, because as I mentioned before, the Greeks used to see how there's like a shelf inside, and then they were covered and then painted. Right? Covered with a stone, and then painted. This is all original.
Okay. But how did they put the stone there? They blocked it off.
Well, it was a ladder.
They just. But it would have been a big stone.
Or stone, or a stone over stone, maybe. You know, like a.
But did they put
Stair.
You see that road we're walking down? That road was used for cars and buses up until the 90s. Time. In fact, that feels very good. I don't mind that. It improves with time, all the time. You see, the manager is very good. We're very lucky. In the middle of our tour, I will show you a bridge which was placed there just a few months ago in order to link one area to the other, because up until last year you had to get out, you had to cross the road, and many people did not get to visit the second part of the Valley of the Templi, so the western side, because there weren't any signs, it wasn't very clear. In fact, on the internet I found some people complaining instead of 5, which isn't a rip-off anyway, but that's okay. I'm going to show you the biggest. Yeah, this one is the biggest. So as I mentioned before, there were many shepherds who used to come here, and one used to go inside and light a fire. That's why it's all black. For the homeless. Right.
It would have been like what, 5th, 6th century or around that time?
4th century as
Fourth
well.
century.
These are early AD, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
it
Have you seen
doesn't
them?
grow in Canada, no.
No. A bit cold, I'm sure. Right, those are prickly pears. It's not a good idea to touch them. You can touch any other fruit.
If you put them in water, they will drop off.
No, people pick them. My mother is very creative. She picks them with a bag of pasta round, right? And then have the needles rub off, the biggest needles rub off on the ground, and put them back inside the bucket. Of course, you're not supposed to ever touch them. It's not a good idea because of the needle. And then cuts it open with a knife vertically, right? And she cuts off the 2 ends, and then she opens it up, and another person.
They're delicious to eat like that, huh?
Yes.
They're really good.
Yes. There are lots of seeds. They're usually yellow or red, and they do make marmalade with them. Very, very popular. And they're everywhere. They grow naturally everywhere. You'll see them wherever. And, yeah, right, here it says the archaeological excavations have been executed between 2012 and 2014. Honestly, I haven't had the chance to
know about
to find out about this because this. It's like a These temples were built in a perfect way. I'm going to show you these special techniques that the Greeks used to use to make them look perfect, even though they're not. It's all an optical illusion.
Oh.
Here it looks very far away. That's amazing. They did this all 2,500 years ago. They figured this out without computers, just math.
Yeah.
And their heads, and a few tools, chisels, hammers. People are always outside a temple, whereas people are always inside the church. So modifications to the temple or the church. So the columns here look straight, right? They're not. As you can see in this illustration, with straight columns like this, it would look like this. Of course, I'm exaggerating. Okay, the top, which means that they become thinner and thinner. So if you continue these two lines, they would meet. Then there's these so-called
Concordia temples. Represents Eucharist.
We didn't have time.
Eucharist.
So all these statues were lined up here originally along this road, or when the village was?
2000. Okay, there were, let's say.
But they weren't built here, or they were never standing here. These.
Well, there was one that had two faces, absolutely gorgeous, huge faces at the Templi Agrigento, and then there was another huge statue in front of this temple as well. In fact, it was so beautiful that many people used to ask me if I was a part of this temple. Yeah, that's how beautiful they were. And then there were other statues along the valley of the temples. At the end of the tour, I'll show you the temple of Castor and Pollux, and there were a few statues there as well. Not even the Parthenon. Right, there's another temple that is in perfect condition, which is in Segesta. That's in Sicily, in the province of Trapani. I'm not sure if you're planning on going there. It's absolutely beautiful. But they say that that temple was never completed. In fact, the grooves are missing, and inside is missing. At the temple of the temple.
Yeah.
Called the Girgintana capre, which are Girgintana goats. Now, what's special is the fact that they're twisted. They have twisted horns.
Look at the babies.
And they're new baby goats as well. They were born a few months ago. As I mentioned before, the manager always adds things. These goats weren't here last year. They're new.
Really?
Yeah.
They're eating. They're eating.
Girgintana goats because, as I mentioned before, Agrigento has been dominated by many populations. So, it's huge. They're caterpillars under our feet. And you can actually see that in the picture over there. So it's possible to, if it were open, I have visited it. It's very cool. It's like another world. Who knows, maybe next time you come here we'll do it.
Just walk right under there.
That's right. It's huge. You can see how it continues.
Ah, on voit bien le pied des colonnes quand même. Ah bah vas-y, ouais.
Shit, we were talking, we were like, oh, look, we're still there in first place. We are not Temple Islands. We're cool.
So, all of the temples here were made in Doric style. See how there's a thick column, no base, and the round capital. That round part on top of the column is called the capital. We do not have Ionic nor Corinthian, which are more elegant. Okay, they're all Doric here. This was the first temple that was built here, so it's Doric archaic style. So the columns are slightly thicker compared to the ones we have visited, and the capital, that round part, slightly compared to the others. All of these columns were on the ground up until they were just blocks lying on the ground. So Mr. Hardcastle and another architect tried to figure out where these blocks were taken to, and they rebuilt them.
Temples of
left,
Jupiter.
so you need a picture to use your imagination. Can you see this picture? Okay. Can you see this white part? Okay. That's all that's left, which is right there.
Oh, nice.
All the rest is gone.
Oh, nice.
It was as big as a soccer field and as high as a 10-story
Awesome.
building. 56 meters by 112 meters on the long side.
That's wonderful.
And it was between 35 and 40 meters high. Absolutely amazing.
And it collapsed with what?
Many reasons. First of all, when the Carthaginians came here in 406 BC, the first thing that they destroyed was this temple because it was the symbol of hectares. After that, there were earthquakes and battles, and as if that weren't enough, many blocks were taken away to build.
Photo beside, so we know how big it is.
We are inside the temple, okay? Try to imagine a soccer field. This was as big as a soccer field. Okay? So 56 meters on this side by 112 on this side. Here's another illustration of what was inside the temple. Here there are excavations that are taking place all the time. So a few years ago, 3 were found, bits and pieces. Right. So that's the replica and that's the original.
Okay.
And there's another one down there, even though it's not very clear. Looks like a bunch of books. Dedicated to Persephone and Demeter, who are the goddesses of fertility. So who were Castor and Pollux in Greek mythology? They were twin brothers. The only problem was that Castor was mortal, Pollux was immortal. So after a while, Castor died, and Pollux missed his brother so much that he asked Zeus to either bring his brother back to life or to die along with him, so that they could live together. Zeus wasn't very happy with it.